expose. Inti you go so I share the year of expose. Now, yenko a year the Parliament House, Metre Ghana, Yemrashe Bejefi, Ebusiamene Okase. And Sembi si wo honom no. Kamia said we all didn't see this coming. Yan kasa yen Kennedy Agyapong ane one a year minority leader Bl0w Ato Forson. Omudi abo nipa o mrashe bejefia. Enya sem ketwa. Now the question is, what happened? Eden the see eden enam so alma Kennedy Agyapong ene a year Bl0w Ato Forson ede see nisa. Ebusia, we have the video enche yebekwa kwahwe ni nyina, but answer na no mama with the brief and I said the background of the enam so Emma sa ensem we nyina esi. So we know say for some time now no oba Ghana hanum say ade ba ko day in day out amount for air can wasem the depreciation of the cedi cedi no say oh share $1 to $1 is almost like 15 Ghana cedis. Euro crowd them say 16 cedis and a pounds so na baby on them. Now mostly no I am now amount for focus dollar because Ghana had we trade more with the dollar. Now abeye and some amount for baby can wasem say hey baby a dollar equal there can we survive baby a dollar equal there can we survive. What is happening? Because MP before say bebre say na ye buy ye betchi dollar na gina ho na ye de tie be so on the 9 na ye be ni say ni be a whole lot of things, but right now the dollar is moving at a pace enya sem ketwa na no ena chese ye kopie mu e wo mrahye bedwafia enti ase anya ejuma eye honorable Kennedy akompreko Agyapong eye mrahye bedwani edema Asin Central one eye minority leader eye Bl0w Ato Forson omo ede afeso a ebusia nya sem ketwa yenko ne nkohwe video ne ye ba ye beto aso.
Today's rate, the exchange rate is not 15.3, but nobody again. The food inflation is not 48. But we didn't say anything. The moment he gets on his feet, everybody is screaming from the other side. So, Mr. Speaker, what is the description that should be given to them for their behavior? It's becoming too much. We can also get up and scream at them. What will be the results you're going to get out of that? So my honorable members, you all, with all due respect, you don't have the license to scream and think nobody has the license to respond. Yeah, we can also respond accordingly, but what will be the fate of the house? So I'm challenging my minority leader to tell us. I just came from a great bank and I know the rate. So tell us, what is today's rate? You are saying 15.3. Tell us. Thank you very much.
Yes, minority leader.
Mr. Speaker, it's important for me to put this on record. Mr. Speaker, I check my facts anytime I speak. Mr. Speaker, I'm a man of numbers and I don't joke with my numbers. Mr. Speaker, before I spoke, I sent a message to someone who operates a forex bureau, Mr. Speaker, and asked the rate at a forex bureau. Mr. Speaker, I have the evidence here. He said $1 is 15 cedis, 30 pesos. 15 pesos. Mr. Speaker, this is a place, anytime I want to buy a dollar, if I want to travel, I buy dollar from. Mr. Speaker, and this is the information I was given. So, Mr. Speaker, I use that as my information. I challenge him. You can bring yours as well. Mr. Speaker, finally, Mr. Speaker, the fact that if the headline
today's rate, the exchange rate, is not 15.3, but nobody again the food inflation is not 48. But we didn't say anything. The moment he gets on his feet, everybody is screaming from the other side. So, Mr. Speaker, what is the description that should be given to them for their behavior? It's becoming too much. We can also get up and scream at them. What will be the results you're going to get out of that?
So, for this is a serious clash a very serious clash between Kennedy, a compreko Agyapong, and I think so Bl0w Ato Forson. Now, Nina ejina dollar ni CD and sensemia dollar costo na CD bafem na say asem no very serious. And you know say Ghana hands wa de ba kwa etanyan sunsan so no say dollar ni costo me say into sukra costo. Dollar cost chiachi ntos ane ne dame koto ntos be the mama no. I don't want to talk about it, but let's go back to the issue. Nini na and say Bl0w Ato Forson mu say asat this morning anope na dollar bako 15 cedis 30 pesos. I mean cedis, yes. $1 ewo Ghana hanum say no 15 cedis 30 pesos. Na no na Kennedy Agyapong so mu say enye sa nete NDC for omu bunsem gumu too much. Anya research here. Na say Bl0w Ato Forson ade a wanye ni research here because ono Kennedy Agyapong ni twemu say why any research and no pay no wa check bibia wa ko bank kra koye some transactions ne ade. And what is happening no different from what Bl0w Ato Forson twemu say dollar no 15 cedis 30 pesos. Into no omo research because it said say and a minority for ever betie mu parliament there and nya de omobema ho kwan amanabasa and people are saying say hey eba ne saying because for some time now only me be there dance say yen share dante Kennedy Agyapong ka social media so and I say parliament go no ken you obi on kro kwa otine baby I'm minding my business or how they will tie the ekoso but say obekasa pa de no Ken doesn't talk enti e dey porting and sebi nam so am ne Ken e ba bekes and people are saying say is Kennedy trying to defend Dr. Bl0w and I said then and I say we no or kasa because we know say Ken you obi o kanokre truth. Ken is somebody that really speaks the truth. There have been times dollar no akosra sebe waba bontin abe backlash mampeni Akufo-Addo ne Bl0w anyhow somehow. But this time around Ken is standing up for the majority in parliament no. Not just what to say Ken and Yabre I say NDC for no say omo ya no mo de asem eba. Inti Ken say nya dia wo be pene so sa amanaba and then people are saying say wait there. It looks like Ken is on the side of Dr. Bl0w. Nana, what do you make of this issue?
Okay, so once an you know, this thing reminds me of one course I'm taking in the university.
Okay.
That is psychology. In psychology. In psychology, there's a topic in there, fallacy.
All right.
So fallacy now, one of the things in fallacy is that say make say, oh, ohima esi, sorry anopano. When root into sebe utrimu bon. Okay. Now, for you to respond to this argument, okay, say now also o girl na no buy na utrimu to say. A technique in argument a friend hearing fallacy.
Okay.
Now fallacy won't be
argumentative fallacy, you know.
One of the things a woman say, you see, you presented the case and say the dollar itself is high.
Sure.
Okay. What can we do about it? Only for Kennedy Agyapong to get up and tell us NDC time net is saying. You see, and it's so sad that Ken is doing this. But honestly, a dollar yesterday, I made some invoices I was telling you, and I was charged a certain amount of money. Meanwhile, it was painful. Forget say, in dollars. If they pay you in dollars, and because you see, people don't know, you have two type of rates. You have buying rate and you have selling rate.
Yeah.
And this usually no tobi and I say obi tua wisika. They give you in I think say the buying rate, which is a very small one.
Yeah.
But so tobi if you are brocha, they set the dollar to the bank sell the dollar to, especially if they have to charge it in dollars. And one I'll bet to pinga. And do I kakra no. Esan say standing order a omuka so ni nyina kwa so and so dollars me nuaba me no ka say account no scan e betom na besa because of the dollar rate. Now debia asem we last 2 years me kan mesan kanibium. The reason why this is happening is because of leaders like Bl0w, Akufo-Addo, and also Mahama and also Ken Ofori-Atta and ye papa wenyan baby eko Emisa Atta. You see, in a school you all did business administration. But one thing we know about Frakra or SHS score economics, just normal general students or economics. So catch say if you import more things into your country, what happens? Usikano ano brass. But if you export more, a costro. So usually, it is very prudent for a country to deploy means and measures. They can make their local currency stronger as against the foreign currency. Sure. Now Ghana, we are at a disadvantage because the global currency you use you trade a dollar. So how can we stop all of these things? Your currency be to me engage in so. One of the things that they be mechanic say, this thing is easy to know. Okay, I go for do. COVID by also be if you nobody went out. It tells you the power of the president and also he using the military. Obi pie wakaswa kakra de fan to no. Afi no obia people don't didn't
want to go out again.
Obi ti helicopter crash and nam so no atu no window because osoro say bia be hu say uti di tempo mo me bebo. This tells you the power of authority, rule of law, and most importantly discipline. Why am I saying this? Look at this. Yeti krom ha. Miko bisa car bo. Also na car na $70,000.
Okay.
Inti say bia dollar 10 cedis last month I bisa abona and then me call ya $15 cedis. It is at my disadvantage. I won't even go far. Oko a year more next year. A year Accra Mall or more some signature apartments be omusi slanting ade. You could be sabo or mucha dollars in my starting at 108,000. Then we came to Westhill Small. Westhill Small ichi you were Eden Heights. You could be sabo or mucha say it start at $99,000 for the studio apartment and $130,000 to $199,000 for the 3-bedroom and the 2-bedroom respectively. Addington you room has see and I'm charging in dollars.
Exactly.
Now, we are no crefua. They tell us say Nana say mo bana mo beji a diner na betwa. Every month be a bejo a year
security fee.
Security fee.
Yeah.
And as a fee de be year cleaning your man say no, I want to say no $100. If last month $100, $1 was 10 cedis, which means I'll pay like 1,000, and then $1 is 15 cedis, so I'll pay 150. It is moving at a significant rate. Meanwhile, the same person is being paid in cedis. Me and my baby in cedis. So why are you charging in dollars? Now, my car, my car apartment.
Even people are paying fees in dollars.
Good. Fees in dollars schools. Now, me who has a CB na me drive it, and I me who has a we are boss land for sale, and I'm friend no. I can't catch him say assassin $130,000
because Eda Bruchre and I said Ghana.
And I'm saying, why don't you do it in CD? No, can say okay, Parliament. Do they read the budget in CD or not? Say, so when you're interested that we shouldn't do this argument. So 3 things I'm about know apartment and I say property, a car, and then a land. Now you were saying something about schools. You know, Montessori schools. Their school fees never in dollars. There are certain hospitals they are charging in dollars. There are certain supermarkets and even certain shops they are charging in dollars. Hotels. Me can't maybe call hotel be or East Airport. They charged us in dollars. We know about you use to currency, but the face value currency you use to CD, but the real value currency is dollars. The moment we start using the CD, all these things will go down. Now, the America said Russia did the same thing. Russia economy grew by 227%, despite sanctions from Europe, sanctions from UK, sanctions from France, sanctions from US, and even banning. So you can't even buy Russia oil. How come their economy grew? So this is what Russia did. Russia can say, okay, if US and other countries have banned us from using their currency, from other things, economic here, now we cripple your currency because of an economy, because of Ukraine-Russia war. What can we do to circumvent this kind of act? And Vladimir Putin, on any economic advisors, say, because Russia is the second largest producer of oil in the whole world, no, any country, oil, you have to buy it in rubles, their currency. So that strategy, mitigated the impact of the ban and I said the economic sanctions on Russia. I'm a Russia because now the BBC project said they will have run at a negative. Russia have now run at a positive. How? You see, in Tebu, I mean, who's our leaders now? Obe diemu to sana fwa yeyi oko parliament and then the inflation and wait Jimmy yenye university ni bi common sense. This is common sense. Stop the use of the dollar, and it's all by giving a rule. And then ya kwati fela maka. See, mami country before na ndra mi obi kasa wo UK. Osnana e before ye petakashi. Uni say me hard guy. Be me person me con. Be me person master. I want to show something because Ghana for if you don't show something they will take you for granted. And then ya take you for granted that if you know you have to take it by force. That is how Africans are. Now listen to this. Nipani catcher me said the moment Akufo-Addo be ma order be 2 soldiers AC no people will obey it. The same thing. A brand Nigeria for 2 currencies on social media. No? What did EFCC say? If you throw currencies on social media, Naira, any OYE party, Naira abuse will be arrested. And then nobody is throwing currency. Even Davido and Wizkid, Obiasha them. 2. The same Nigeria for 2-3 years ago, Omo film industry, no, Omo said they are banning all retro movies.
Sure.
Because that
it's out again. It's out again.
Yes. Yenina yeshe Uche Montana ne Rutkari. Have you seen any retro movie?
No.
One man no me retro movie. Kana you see na love stories. You see, it's about you putting the law and letting people know that the law works. If it happens that way, it will be okay. And yes, simple. Stop people from trading in dollars. Immediately stop people from trading in dollars or currency need to gain value. Forget about the import and export. Import and export, we can't do anything in this country without importing. How? We can subsidize and do certain things and export near there. But he says stopping people from using the currencies in the country. A currency a simple mathematics. And that dollar is 15 cedis. I think this a certain group Omoka say by ending of the year a dollar will reach 20 cedis, and it is possible. It is possible. And people think so. So one more years after so you $2 into you will get money. But nipa na uko talk car near there. This one also crabba. Or more $20 so they will also increase prices. So all we have to do. Hey, me was social media a trade minister. He say a comedian Central Region.
Oh.
Agyapong Adamfui.
Hammond. Katie
Hammond. When did Katie Hammond know anything about the economy? It tells you say Katie Hammond you did not to her. And the actual people are running economy in air that mafia. So no mushechi. On say you were abrofo or some toy beer. You de homa asono. Itu ye on say na epeja nensa.
Yeah.
We finidin. It's for mo share me am fan to comment mame. That is what Katie Hammond na yes toy no. And na one more control no Kenoforiata, the Baumies and the Gabis. Meanwhile, nothing will change. Nothing will change. The only time Akufo-Addo should have redeemed himself, 2 years ago, Ghana for say, change this man. Or they may work for say IMF, and that's to take 6 months or so to elections. Everybody has made up their mind. Ghana 4 of yesterday, and Ghana 4 of today. 2001 year cost to aba, and I'm a chimney, and I'm a Kenny, and I'm a Bini. Those things have changed. If you're now team, you may be so you Kenny and an apartment is in Kramika, me
tribe, you don't even know the
Obia so tunica kujuma. Obi anytime, the only time you see people coming out, see a doom light. Then I'm more train from her. It tells you say we don't. It is sad.
Oh, Jen from no coin.
From our point. So we need to stop Ghana for of sudden vote the pattern of voting some few years ago. Now people are voting on policies, and if they are doing everything, the people are also machine pay the youth. The youth are quite the silent minority.
Sure.
You don't see them on social media talking about MPP, NDC, but don't joke. This TikTok generation, hey. They can vote because somebody has a boy. They don't give a hoot. I'm telling you, this TikTok generation.
Is when boy,
So
Blackberry,
and most of these young people are understanding the economy. So how do we position it in a way everybody will be happy? What I say now, Nama boy be and me posting on my status 2022 in your first class will gone jobless. And no pay me who so be so sa or the sick in your school jobless. The people me I say no can. Let's end it here. So sad.